Hello, CHIILL. Welcome.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Rajin banget ya, CHIILL. Iya. Apa wis? Hai Irgi. Dia produksinya cuma 2, 3 ya, sesuai apa yang kita tanam. Itu yang dia produksi. Dia tidak memproduksi apa? Apa namanya? Kol. Aku butuh kol Cina. Kubis Cina. Bener-bener sih Warren, kenapa sih? Siapa? Kenapa sih, Pak? Mau bikin kol goreng? Iya. Kol itu OP tahu. Bisa membunuh monster. Berarti kalau kalian yang suka makan kol goreng, kalian dibunuh oleh kol gitu. Ayo, siapa yang suka makan kol goreng? Dimatiin sama kol, bejir. Lah, masih hidup loh, belum. Kol ini tuh membunuhnya secara perlahan ya. Belum aja di ulti sama malaikat maut ya kan. 2 Renmek masuk rumah sakit ya. Udah lah, yang ujian aja. Nanti dimarahin sama dosenmu. Lo kamu ndak belajar, ndak lulus kamu gituin. Ih, warnanya biru lah.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Bombarda.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your
Nah, tak
hand
bilang
off.
gara-gara Nopianto.
Go
Ku
ahead.
gantung dirimu ntar di depan ruang
Nice and
dosen.
steady wand
Ngomong
movements.
Nopianto,
Remember,
Nopianto.
the
Oi.
exploding charm is highly volatile.
Oi. Oi. Oh. Bombarda.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice.
Oh. Apa bedanya sama ledakan mencintai musuh sekitar ya? Oh, ngasih jarak jauh.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Pumpkin.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Sebastian.
Textbook execution. Bravo. Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Oh gitu. Hai Kak CHIILL. Bombarda. Confingo. Mari kita lihat item kita tuh apa ya? Incendio. Confingo. Sihir kuno. Divindo. Kita kan pinguin level 1. Defendernya level 2. Ini nggak bisa diubah.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid. And moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
Bentar, itu kita pakai configure. Tapi aku penasaran sihir yang baru sih, jadi kita pakai sihir yang baru aja dulu. Jauh ya bun tempat ketemunya. Sampai quest mana? Sampai Sebastian. Sampai di Sebastian ngasih sihir apa? Sihir gelap yang kedua.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Aku pengen coba sapu baru boleh nggak? Oh, sapu baru kita bro, keren banget bro.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy
Kok
of
bisa
further
bahasa Indonesia pakai
study.
mod? Mod subtitle ya, bukan gamenya aku crack
I'm ready
enggak.
to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Banyak banget ini.
Accio! Descendo! Glacius! Defender! Accio! Descendo!
At least now we know we're not alone here.
Perhaps that was it, and the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Accio! Don't start.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Glacius! Bombarda! This room is taller than it looks.
Dia nggak mau ya kalau pakai bombarde.
Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
Pagi Rijal.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
No, peralatan Quidditch. Kita bisa nge-update ini kita. Sapu kita, sapu kita. Aku pengen nyoba spell baru. Cuman dia tidak.
Accio! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! Potato! Stupid bomb! Revelio! Bombarda!
Ih, apalah.
Confringo!
Oke.
Accio. Revelio.
Kita mau kemana dulu nih? Sini dulu.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Fringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Defendo.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into
Revelio.
problems. Often cave-ins.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo.
Oke.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo.
What did you find?
Repulsor.
Gak bisa terbuka ya? Oh,
Revelio.
oke.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
Gimana caranya kita ke dalam sana? Oke. Seperti ada
Confringo. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. Confringo. Repulsor. I need to find a safe way across. Confringo.
nggak bisa loh. Bagaimana caranya?
Lumos. Confringo.
Enggak. Tidak begitu. Nanti paling bareng sama Sebastian.
Confringo!
Tidak.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course.
Pakai
The
tulang iya
student's
paling.
summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look. It's oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Ini dia apain?
Confringo! Cabalso!
Oke, nggak mau.
Reparo!
Oke, nggak mau juga. Oke, dia tidak mau bergerak. Oke. Oke, tidak untuk di repair ternyata.
Accio! That's not Leviosa!
Oh. Oke. Tapi
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
aku pengen ke dalam sana. Kan gimana caranya? Tapi bisa
You've
bentar
done
nggak? Iya. Ngerti.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Sabar.
Nice.
Sabar, Sebastian.
Lumos!
Mati nggak aku kalau ke sana? Kira-kira. Oke, nggak bisa ternyata. Ini tuh harus dihidupin apinya. Cuma gimana ya?
Incendio!
Ah, kan baru bisa. No.
Lumos! Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio! Revelio!
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Tidak terlalu gimana ya?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Karena belum di-upgrade aja tuh skill-nya.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Laba-laba di dalam. Sabar. Ngerti. Itu ke situ bisa.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also
Confringo.
Matilah aku nih.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Appears some of these stone tablets have 2 rune symbols. That has to mean something.
Confringo. Revelio.
Kalau musuhnya banyak lumayan bisa bantu, iya ngebantu banget malah. Soalnya nggak perlu kita fight sendiri. Asli Sebastian nih ganggu banget.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablet.
Confringo. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio.
Cuman cara kesininya gimana ya? Sebelah situ ya? Ini nggak bisa.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Symbol of the tablet. Jalan ke sana nggak ada, Bapak. Kamu yang bener aja kamu.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Accio. That works. Keep going. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
Kok dia nggak mau kebuka ini? Hei,
Accio. Revelio.
oh, ini
Accio.
teka-teki lah. Hah? Bulat sama segitiga. Bulat, segitiga. Hah? Kok nggak mau? Segitiga
Accio.
dulu. Baru bulat. Apa sih? Kok dia nggak mau turun?
Revelio.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Urutan simbol pada tablet kan? Coba yang ini sama bulatan ini. Ah, bener. Oh, salah simbol.
Guardian Leviosa.
Pantesan. Kaget aku. Salah simbol kita.
You are head and shoulders above these bones.
Harusnya yang
Nicely
ini.
done.
Accio.
Ini. Nah, ini. Nah, kan kebuka. Oke.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
OP banget, bro. Kita, bro, nggak kesentuh kita.
Potato.
Jangan bilang kiku jebol. Kenapa shieldku mati nyala?
Revelio.
Gak jebol kan ya? Keseringan dipencet.
Revelio.
Kaget aku dia mecahin itu.
Confringo. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio.
Dengan terus dengan potensi yang melimpah, kemungkinan tidak hanya menyihir tapi di dunia. Tetapi pengorbanan kegelapan yang terlibat untuk mewujudkan niat itu mungkin terlalu besar sampai kami tahu lebih banyak. Tolong jangan hapus relik ini.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It
Iyalah
matches.
dibantuin Sebastian.
This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Sepertinya akan
I
set
must keep
ending
this relic secret.
karena kita banyak
Especially from
melanggar
Revelio.
peraturan magic. Kok ada dia di sini?
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Kita nggak bisa TP ya. Jalan manual nih ya ceritanya ya. Ini gimana caranya ya kita kesini ya? Aku pengen ke dalam sana. Tapi nggak ada tanaman sih sebenarnya. Nggak ada apa? Nggak ada kotak sih sebenarnya. Cuman kayak sayang aja gitu. Mau nggak diambil. Apakah kita salah jalan ya? Kita salah jalan. Aku tidak tahu jalan kembali nih. Buta map, buta map.
Well, what happened
Iya
back
tuh
then?
Imperio aja
Ominous
biar
and
dia
I
ngelawan
found a
ya.
compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Kita salah jalan kan? Ah, muter ini. Salah lagi aku. Astaga. Gak lewat sini loh. Muter loh, harusnya loh. Kenapa malah masuk situ coba? Harusnya ke kiri. Kita malah lurus.
Revelio. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Bentar, guys. Jalan kaki gitu kita balik. Yang betul lah. Bisa TPM nggak? Oh my god. Oke. Kita disuruh jalan ya.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Accio! Descendo! Potato!
Someone been taken out last week!
Defender! Accio! Descendo! Glacis! Oh, you stupid!
Arrogant!
Imperial!
At your service.
Bombarder!
Kebakar desanya.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Hah?
Revelio.
Kitty!
I will avenge your death.
We'll make
I'm handling it.
You're making this too easy.
Wow.
Almost.
Closing in!
Serang temennya sendiri.
Sebastian, be careful! Mind!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them Accio.
Oh, stop provoking them.
Mati nih adeknya. Weh.
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Apalah, ditolong pun kena marah.
Revelio. abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Aha! There you are!
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own. There's not a thing worth learning from.
Pengen nyoba sapu baru, makanya nggak pakai TP. Sama aja kan speednya, iya, beda visual doang.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks
dia sama
banishing me
Anna
means I'm
tuh
going to give up on Anne,
seumuran.
he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Thank you Prabowo. Maci.
Prabowo Giri bagi-bagi 50.000 koin. Pesan, semangat Jack.
Thank you.
You must try it. Can't catch beeps. Woohoo!
Jauh ya? Ruang kelas ramalan nih.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned
ibunya
your
profesor
concern about
ternyata.
an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Bisa mati.
Thank you for
kamu
being
tuh.
here during that rather awkward conversation.
Oh say, kamu bisa mati kalau kamu kayak gitu. Udah dikasih tahu, padahal tak boleh. Hmm. Kapan Apex? Ujian aja udah apa belum dirimu? Selesain dulu ujianmu tuh. Udah ya, wah fix. Gak lulus kan?
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before.
Makan siang dulu
I may
dirimu.
have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood.
Udah
We all
juga
have our
sekayam.
secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Sekayam. Agaknya kurang OP sebenarnya nih. Ini kita nih, mantra kita nih. Enak di sini dia. Ini yang bom ini bombarda nih kayak kurang dapet ya kombonya ya. Ih, nggak bisa pakai sapu di sini. Lah, dia di sekolah. Kita beli kol kali ya. Kita tanam kol lah. Kita butuh hewan, weh. Sabar, coba cek ini kita dulu. Aku mau ngupgrade ini kita. Kita butuh bulu diri. Ada sih. Ai. Nah, aku butuh bulumu, Dirklau. Biar aku bisa upgrade. Dirimu udah bertelur? Hah?
Revelio.
Mana wah, lucunya. Ada versi mininya. Lucu nah. Makan nah. Ai.
Bombarda.
kepecet. Aku kepecet. Tak maksud pukul lah. Ketabok dong dia. Halo. Aku butuh bulumu. Mana anakmu? Udah ngasilin belum dia? Oh belum. Makan deh. Nah, aku butuh bulumu. Sini. Nah, kecil makan. Ih, anakmu mana?
Revelio.
Anakmu mana? Oh, ini dia. Astaga. Di air dong dia. Sekarang kita upgrade dulu, upgrade. Upgrade baju kita. Imperium menangkapkan damage yang bulu knezel nih apa ya? Ini aja untuk sneaky.
Promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Dua. Minggu. Bulu ini nih hewan apa ya? Kita cari tahu deh hewan apa yang pakai bulu itu. Tanduk Grabhorn.
Lumos.
Bombarda.
Lumos.
Kepencet, Pak. Sorry dah. Oh. Air.
Lumos. Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Gak bisa lompat ya? Gak bisa. Tadinya pengen ku lompatin aja mau. Kita tipi aja, tipi. Di mana dia?
Revelio.
Bombarda itu sebenarnya bagus loh, cuman better config daripada Bombarda. Cuman nanti deh, kalau Abracadabra udah kebuka mungkin kita bakal pakai itu.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How how else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Sneaky kah kita?
I shall see you soon.
Jangan terlihat katanya.
The door is looking at us.
Oke. Tadi disuruh untuk jangan sampai terlihat.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Sepi ya.
Accio!
Oh,
Revelio.
buat ngambil tas. Oke.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Regret coming here.
I'll be quiet.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine. Revelio.
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Watch your step round here. Matter of time till
Oh. Okay.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Sebentar. Ini tuh ada sesuatu di sini, tapi di mana ya?
Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Gimana cara ke atas sana? Tidak bisa.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Oh, lewat sini. Oke.
Accio.
No. Harusnya
Confringo. Revelio.
oke. Halo Mas Prils. Idaman Mas Prils. Mbak Brilis.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Sebentar. Kita lewat atas atau lewat bawah? Mereka di atas.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics.
Revelio.
We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Oh, bisa lewat sini ternyata.
Revelio.
You'll see. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large.
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Membangun sesuatu yang besar.
Clever.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it. What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. Who is it?
Bombard.
Somebody there? Hello?
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Potato.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be...
Confringo.
What was...
Tuh. Masih ada ternyata. Kira udah pada mati.
Revelio.
Bagaimana cara ke sana? Oh, lewat sini. Di atas sini ada. Bisa kita ambil. Apalah.
Not quite.
Kan? Jadi gentong.
What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Tadi katanya mereka yang membangun yang gede. Terus sekarang bilang membangun. Ay.
That was lazy. Incendiary.
Oh, this building is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Confringo.
This is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Confringo.
RP lah. Nantilah. Kapan-kapan. Ngapain ini? Mau RP di mana kita? Red M paling nanti kita RP di Red M. Red M. Oh, Red M.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Mana dia? Oh. Kira dia hilang. Diculik. Kita mending nggak kelihatan dulu kali ya. Terlalu ramai di sini.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Chill spells glance off of me. Show yourself. Who's the one less human to worry about? Who's that? How nice and stop. You can't stop us. Was that your then? Let's get this. You won't stop me. Put me down! Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio. Crisis. Incendiar. Accio. Descendo. Descendo.
Tungguin.
You'll be
Bombarda.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio.
Facecam lah cu, sekali-sekali. Moh. Apain facecam? Biar apa?
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Apa yang terbuka ini?
Descendo.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh. Nggak ada lootingannya kok di situ.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Slot gear banyak ya? Banyak. Oke, kita bisa bentar.
Accio. Revelio.
Itu di mana ya? Oh, lewat sini. Gimana caranya? Selesaiin misi ini. Tanaman. Jadi kan ada tuh yang kalau di map itu ada logo daun. Nah, kamu selesaiin misi daun itu. Nanti inventory kamu kebuka sampai maksimal 20 item. Yang logo daun itu kalau di map. Sebentar. Kita tuh bisa ke sana, tapi bagaimana caranya untuk membukanya?
Revelio.
Oh. Terus ngelockpick.
Descendo. Glacium. Incendio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Tapi kalau item unlimited, cuman kayak tadi itu wiget itu kita bisa bawa lebih dari 25. Maksimal 25 soalnya. Si wiget itu.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Let's go. Hi.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
Ini open world
I've
kan,
been
man?
wondering about
Yeah,
something
open
else you
world.
said before we entered the
Open
mine.
world.
If you
Open
share
world.
Ranrock's views, then why are you
Mirip-mirip
helping me?
RDR lah. Mapnya gede banget.
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
Aku harus level 35 buat buka
Studying something so
abrakadabra
intently that she
ini.
almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
Beli-beli Mas Prils, lagi diskon.
Without a moment's hesitation,
Kayaknya masih diskon ya.
she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of
Kau
Ranrock's
gebein mau
recruits
mau
arrived,
mau
and we began to
mau.
dig, eventually locating the first repository.
Sini
Ranrock was
kujokin.
thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told
Kujokin
him about
sampai
Mary.
level ini aja tapi sampai level
Berated
20.
me for trusting a witch,
Mau tak? Mau tak?
and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
Oh, begitu.
I tell you all of this so that you
Tak
understand
apa
what
Mas
is at
Pris,
stake.
tak usah.
Ranrock
Kalau
never
tak ada
found
waktu
all of
nikmati
Bragball's
aja,
journals,
nonton.
but the ones he did find suggest that Bragball at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Lah, udah mau tamat kita ini. Udah mau perang besar sama Ranrock itu. Sisa 7 misi lagi berarti kita. Misi utamanya kita. Oke. Bentar lagi selesai guys game ya. 7 misi lagi.
Said that travel broadens the
Oh,
mind.
edisi spesial Christmas way. Oh,
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest.
Kita nggak bisa punya naga ya?
I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Oh, okay.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Kau pakai aja mending Steamku sekalian. Boleh, boleh, boleh.
Let's find our dragon and
Ada
return her
game-nya
egg.
kagak tapi
If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of
beli-beliin
aggression.
game-nya aku mainin biar dapet achievement banyak-banyak.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Kita nggak dicokot naga kan di
There
sini?
she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
Dan bilang kita dicokot naga pula di sini. Sabar. Ada tas. Tas duit. Oh, dapat shawl. Tinggal beli. Dirimu yang beli ya. Nggak lucu loh kalau kita mati dicokot naga di sini loh.
Sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Revelio. For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Main game apa? Main ini juga. Janganlah main game ini, main game lain.
Accio. Descendo. Glacis. Descendo.
Oh.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least
Revelio.
10 usually.
Cokot balik naganya. Ku gigit balik ya, gitu ya.
How charming.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Boleh. Bentar ya.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Boleh Mas Pril, sebentar.
Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Bisa kita naikin.
What's your step?
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapple.
Oi, kita bisa punya ini. Aku mau. Ini gimana caranya kita punya? Kita lawan kah ini di bawah? Ay. This is not good lah. Kita bisa mati nih. Kalau sampai. Tapi kita bisa punya anaknya. Kalau kita berhasil iniin. Mana over here.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Bentar, kita harus kemana nih?
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Hampir aja mati.
Revelio.
There's the nest. We're
Confringo.
almost there.
Bisa dibakar.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair them.
Now,
Revelio.
if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Kenapa itu dia? Dibalikin, jangan marah-marah. Halo Ezi. Mingkem apa mingkem? Eci.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Okay.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Ya aku belum selesai looting lah. Tahu tadi looting dulu. Belum selesai looting kita nih.
I've been so blind.
Telur rebus. Naik level dong. Astaga, belum naik level kita.
Hey there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Kayak nggak ada edisi spesial ya?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Kita beli ini nggak sih? Lumayan nih, powernya bisa naik.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Keren banget. Tapi keren banget, weh. Jubahnya, weh. Kita harus balik ke ini dulu. Naikin naikin kualitas bajunya. Kita bisa jual jubah kita yang kita upgrade sih. Tapi jual nggak ya? Jual kah?
I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Oh, desainnya sih keren ya, karena kita belum punya desainnya.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Oke, slot kita penuh ternyata. Tadi aku mau, oh ya, upgrade baju. Kita harus upgrade jubah kita. Kita mau upgrade ke, sebentar. Ini kita dapat Profes Totalus 2 1. Oh, Incendio. Kita tambahin Incendio buat dia. Oke, bisa kita upgrade. Ih, dia butuh bulu flooper lah. Udah naik level kan kita? Belum tah? Ai, mak jang. Belum naik level kita. Oh, kita bisa naikin sapu kita. Upgrade sapu. Let's go. Upgrade sapu. Lumayan buat naik 1 level. Bisa upgrade Dark Magic.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete
Tapi emang
these
biru
trials.
lebih bagus
I have a
daripada merah.
feeling this final upgrade is
Bajunya.
going to be a sweeping success.
Harusnya kemarin kita
Do
pilih
be careful, of course. I shall look
yang
forward to
sekolahnya
hearing
warna
from
biru
you
ya.
soon.
Bajunya lebih bagus soalnya.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Mana Mas Prils? PM aku. Tapi Mas nggak pakai ini kah? Nggak pakai Steam Guard kah? Nanti mesti verify Steam Guard. Kalau login. PM di mana? PM DC. Oke, jauh sekali ternyata lokasinya email dia ini ya. Di mana? Kok 400 kilo lokasi dia dari kita? Emang kita bisa ke sini ya? Aduh, gak ada yang bisa di TPM-in. Gak punya DC-mu, men. Astaga, parah kali, men. Sebentar, men. Ikut taruh, men. Ah, masuk situ, men. PM private lah, men ya. Ah, sudah, men. Let's go, men. Kita nggak bisa ke atas loh. Terus bagaimana caranya kita berbicara dengan si email deh ini? Sebentar. Ada jalan harusnya. Coba kita ke situ. Men. Kita nggak bisa ke sana, gimana ya?
Revelio.
Ini kenapa, men? Dia butuh es. Hah?
Revelio.
Ya harusnya ada batunya di sini. Ini kah? Oh iya. Kita disuruh irisin dia. Hai. Dugong. Nggak kena deh.
Potato. Stupid. Accio. Sendo. Glacius. Defendo.
Oh. Gak kena. Ayo lo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lagi. No. No. Gak kena. 1, 2, 3. Buat. Hah? Kok gagal sih? Aneh.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Kita masuknya lewat gua itu kah? Tadi.
I should investigate.
Revelio. Confringo.
Accio.
Oh ya.
Repulsor.
Hah?
Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
Kok nggak bisa lompat? Oh, astaga, masih kepencet kontrol apa? Ah. Oke. Oke, Mas Prios. Tapi sebelum itu,
Confringo.
oke, dia tidak mau hidup.
Incendio.
Tapi bagaimana cara kita ke sana? Kan kita belum bisa ke sana ya. Gimana cara kita ngomong sama Ilmelda itu? Kita belum bisa ke sana. Masih dihalangin pintunya. Coba kita ke sini. Lewat mana itu? Jalan kaki tapi nggak bisa terbang soalnya. Oh, ku tahu. Coba pakai. Tapi kita jalan aja.
Go.
No, nggak begitu. Kenapa kita malah? Oh iya benar kan?
Slow down now. There we go.
I'm only following orders. Leave your accusations
Bang,
in someone else's
Bang,
direction.
gua nggak expect ada lu di situ, Bang. Bang.
Accio. Descender. Dego. Stupid one. Glacius. Incendio.
Bang, aku nggak expect dia begitu. Oh my god. Tidak begitu abang ganteng. Aduh. Nah, bagus begitu. Nah, sana pukulin. Nah, mati kan? Tak enak kan? Nah. Salah.
Accio. Glacius. Defender. Incendio.
Wow, tak kena. Oh, tak kena.
Glacius.
Oh, tak kena.
Stupid one. Imperio. Confringo. Accio. Descender. Glacius. Defender. Incendio. Petrificus Totalis.
Mati kamu. Mati kamu. Kita ada opsi jalan lain gak sih? Gak harus lewat situ. Ini Lewat sini bisa. Tapi tebing kayaknya deh. Tak bisa. Kita bisa jalanin misi ini. Oh, dia di luar. Sini paling kita.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Kebanyakan mikir lah dirimu tuh. Kebanyakan mikir. Tinggal dijalanin aja. Buru aku jalanin mission yang lain ini, nungguin dirimu mikir doang. Mana jauh banget lagi lokasinya. Ay, salah kan?
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this here.
Lucu banget. Ada aksesoris ininya. Toko baju mana sih? Nggak ada special edition gitu kah?
Toadstool tails always made me.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Tidak menarik ternyata.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Kukira ada special
Be sure to
edition.
stop by whenever you're about.
Ternyata tidak ada. Jubah ininya nggak ada versi warna merahnya ya. Kalau ada cakep banget, Cok.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
I can't imagine how muggles get by without magic. Almost. I should imagine you can't go wrong with them.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to
Siang,
cover
Rafli.
for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Rambutnya keren banget warnanya. Bisa ini kayak gitu, gak ada minusnya. Ntar. Nah, lebih gak tembus sih bajunya yang ini. Kalau ini terlalu kayak apa? Kayak raja.
How to find the last of Mr. Biggles' friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. He must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still brothers.
Kenapa?
Hope I never have to see it again.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Rame banget.
Using that girl as bait. Ranrok's coming for her. Hey, we ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts. They come in here alone.
Just
Bentar. Oh, kita nggak bisa ke. Nggak di sini posisinya.
Revelio.
Hey.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
Nothing even worth speaking. Oi.
Let's finish this job and be done with this nuisance.
Iya, pakai karakter cowok.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll tell on us first chance he gets. They don't seem to care for me, Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them, what with all I've done there.
Extorting desperate gits suits me just fine.
Revelio.
The tides will turn for us soon.
Was it upper or lower Hogsfield that we raided last week?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day, waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
It's Totalis.
There'll be nothing but trouble. About time we locked up.
Revelio.
Gak bisa nih kalau nggak dilawan, emang harus dilawan ini mah. Bentar, ini tuh dia masih ini. Terus
I'll agree. Nonetheless, we have good spoils for our efforts. And so should we hold our heads.
buset, level 35 itu orang. Aimah. Mati lah kita nih.
Oh, what's the light?
Expulsion!
Potato!
Descendo! Defender! Made a great mistake! Flash of inspiration! I regret that. Accurate! That was stupid! Descendo! Places! Potato! Death from above! Potato! Accurate! Descendo! Places! Incendio! Expulsion! Crucio! Period! Confirm!
Revelio. The book of poems that were taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
You'll be sorry you did that.
Can't I? Take you an eye from me, did ya? Send off! Glaciers! Defender!
Nah gitu dong.
Revelio.
Naik level kan enak jadinya. Nah, situ kita update. Di situ ambil ini paling. Oke.
Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Item number one, iya item number one ini. Soalnya berguna buat ini kan, berguna buat ngelawan. Kita kan harus grinding buat naikin levelnya kan. Nah level tuh sepenting itu di sini. Buat buka mantra baru misalnya. Baik.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps you'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Mustn't overlook Felcroft. Plenty to be had there.
Patricus Totalis.
Expulsion! Incendio!
Ow, sakit banget.
Expulsion! Ah, dependent! Might wanna look. Rookwoods don't go down.
Accio.
Potato! Glaciers!
Confringo!
Exploder! Ready
No!
to scurry back to... Too slow. Incendio!
No!
Exploso!
No! I don't wanna die! Please!
Incendio!
Please!
Glacius! Incendio!
No, 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 no!
Defendo!
Oke.
Revelio!
Hampir mati ya, saudara-saudara.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Bisa gitu ya, ngilang dia. Bagaimana caranya kita ke sana? Hah? Oh, jalan keluar. Kukira kita harus ngelawan orang. Ke sini aja. Bye-bye.
Revelio.
Gimana caranya keluar dari tempat ini? Oh, naik ke sini.
Let's put an end to Harlow once and
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his
Enggak.
wife. Miss
Ini
Onai. Your
last
mother
mission.
will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these
Mau
dangerous
rehat dulu
men.
abis ini.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, Officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
my mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Oke, Mas Prills. Bye-bye. Selamat istirahat.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Tidak. Saya mau rehat. Tidak. Enough. Saya sudah setengah sadar ini. Tidak bisa.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Oke.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Oke guys. Kayak gitu, kita sudahi dulu live streaming kali ini. Sampai berjumpa di next stream. Ya, oke. Bye-bye.